very little about the day-to-day affairs of the secretary and the commission. Correct?
Correct.
So it was merely just a figurative, a figment of positions just put there cosmetically, if I may say. Yes or no?
Not really, because I was, performing part of the duties of the deputy now. Deputy at the ministry.
Part of the duty of which deputy?
The deputy to the commission.
And what are those duties?
The payment processing.
So what are those duties? If you can outline those duties.
The processing payment.
Okay.
Of the commissioners and the secretariat. The rest of the members of the secretariat.
And what else?
No, that's it.
Yes, but you said part of the duties, so you seem
it's
you seem to know some of the duties. Yes,
it's
you
one
said
of them.
It is one of them.
Yes.
Can we list the others?
The others, I was based at the ministry, so I was not kind of doing them in a way.
So let's be clear. It's either one or the other. Before the break, we established that your function to facilitate payments was not really a function that was akin to a commission, but it was rather akin to your position as DPS of MOJ, correct? And that's the function that you just continued to play. Again, no instructions from your superior. In fact, he was not your superior. He was basically your superior on paper, but not your superior in fact, because you never received any instructions from him, correct?
Yes.
You never had interface with him as per the day-to-day running of the commission. So you were not aware of his functions?
No.
Now my question was whether there was any indication of his functions in the handing over notes.
No.
Any TOR?
TOR, no.
For your predecessor?
For my predecessor, no.
Your predecessor had no TOR, you had no TOR?
Which he handed over to me, no. He didn't.
And you also had no TOR?
No.
Okay. Were you ever told by any chance that you should look at the legal notice, number 15 of 2017? Do you know what legal notice number 15 of 2017 is?
Please help me with it.
Look at your RS1, right after your statement.
Is it after the list of documents?
The first document you submitted to this committee, in your own documents, you marked them as 1. We have added RS to it,
1.
to be RS1.
Yes. Which number is it, please, if I may ask?
What document is that?
This is the Constitution of the Republic of the Gambia and the Commission of Inquiry Act.
Were you ever told to look at this document? Just to correct you for the purpose of the record, it's neither the Constitution, it's neither an act, it's a legal notice, and it's legal notice number 15 of 2017. But my question is whether you have ever interacted with this document.
I did once.
What prompted you to look at this document?
I was trying to look at the functions of the secretary.
The functions of the secretary?
The secretary, yes.
And did you find it?
No, what I saw here on 5 is there shall be a secretary to the commission appointed by the president.
So all you see in 5 is there shall be a secretary to the commission appointed by the president.
President, yeah.
And to the best of your knowledge, that was done, and the president appointed who as the secretary?
My predecessor.
And to the best of your knowledge, was it the president who dismissed?
I saw a copy of a letter from the office of the president terminating his appointment
Okay.
with the commission.
To the best of your knowledge, did the president appoint anybody else?
Oh, no. As
No.
secretary? No.
Okay. All right. I'm just giving you time to look at the document.
Okay.
You said you interacted with this document once.
Yes.
Could you also be referring to the Commission of Inquiry Act?
Yes.
Take your time. Which document did you interact with? This one or the Act?
This one.
So you've seen this document before?
Yes.
Were you ever told to look at this document to derive your terms of reference?
My TOR, no.
Nobody told you that?
No.
So just so that we can move on from the TOR issue, did anybody ever tell you anything about your functions, whether verbally or written, anything about your functions, except for, of course, lead counsel who attempted to assist you? Was there any other person who gave you information about your TOR?
No.
Okay. Let's move on momentarily. We'll come back to that later. But just for the record and for your information, the document that you referred to as the Commission of Inquiry Act is the legal notice number 15 of 2017. It's the legal notice that establishes the commission, and it's also the legal notice that gives the commission its mandate. All right.
Okay.
So how did you balance your duties as DPS with your responsibilities as secretary to the commission? Feel free to elaborate.
Like I said before we went on break, it's more or less the same things. It's the same functions that I was performing at the Ministry of Justice. It's the same thing that I was also doing at the commission.
Can you spell them out now? What are those things?
Sending out letters to the various institutions, writing memos, internal memos, internally, and the processing of the payments comes back here. One of them.
I guess my question is in relation to, especially in relation to reporting lines. Did you receive instructions for your commission work directly from the chairperson, or did some of your work entail instructions from the Attorney General or the Solicitor General for commission work?
For commission work? Yes. The instructions were coming from the chairman of the commission and from my Solicitor General.
As it pertains to the commission?
Commission, yes.
So, again, we just to clarify and put for the record that you had 2 reporting lines, even when you were even when Mr. Kurang left and you joined.
Yes.
You had 2 reporting lines, and you were receiving instructions from both reporting lines.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Because you were playing two roles, you had a dual role. Did it affect your availability at the commission?
Not at all.
How frequent were you in the commission vis-a-vis?
On a daily basis.
So
on
then,
a daily basis. I said it earlier on that I used to visit the ministry once in a while, like once weekly, especially when we have, funds from the Ministry of Finance to the ministry. I used to make follow-ups and the like to the ministry. And when they have payments to be processed, I used to go to the ministry to process it.
So let me ask, when you were assistant to Kurang,
Yes.
and then when you took over, when you compare the two periods, was there an advancement in your work? Was there more work that was given to you once you assumed the role as secretary or acting secretary?
Yes.
Or did you more or less continue the work that you were already doing?
At the commission?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, what? You were already, there was more work?
I was
or
more
there
occupied,
was,
yes. When
or
I
there-
moved.
or you were doing the work that you were already tasked with?
It's the same thing. It's
the same
function,
thing.
yes, that I was performing whilst at the ministry as deputy PS.
When you say it's the same thing,
Yes.
do you say it's the same nature of work? Do you mean it's the same nature of work, or they're the same daily activities that you were taking, that you were doing in the ministry?
When I moved to the commission, there was more work than when I was at the ministry, because then I used chairman will instruct me to issue out letters, send out letters on behalf of the commission, which perhaps I was not doing when I was at the Ministry of Justice.
Okay. All right. You had also mentioned that you were on a salary.
Yes.
Your salary was for DPS.
Yes.
And but you were paid a honorarium.
Yes.
Who determined that amount? The amount for honorarium, was it the commission or MOJ?
MOJ.
Okay, so MOJ determines the amount for honorarium.
Yes.
MOJ also are your employers.
Yes.
Rather, your employer, rather. MOJ also appointed you. Correct?
I was appointed by the Public Service Commission and posted to the Ministry of Justice.
Where is the letter from the Public Service Commission?
My appointment letter as
secretary to the commission?
No, I mean my appointment as Deputy Permanent Secretary to MOJ, not my appointment as a member of the commission.
Okay. Your appointment as staff of commission, who gave that to you?
Mr. Cheromarena.
MOJ.
I said it,
right?
yes. MOJ.
MOJ.
Yes.
Okay, so just to recount again, you were appointed by MOJ.
Yes.
MOJ are the ones who determine all payments to the staff of the commission.
Yes.
You were Deputy Permanent Secretary
Yes.
of MOJ at the time. MOJ was the liaison between the commission and the government.
Yes.
As you know, it was set up by the president, right? So I'm trying to dismiss my mind from assuming that the commission was a puppet for MOJ, and MOJ was basically a puppet master, controlling everything from Banjul.
Yes.
Do you agree?
I do.
You agree. Thank you. You had raised concerns about the disparity between your remuneration and that of your predecessor.
Yes.
And you raised it in the third document you submitted, that is RS3. If you can just take us through what was going on at the time and what warranted this letter. Of course, the letter is not issued by you, but it's all about your placement with the commission.
Some pages are not marked.
Sarr, are you there?
Yes.
Honorable Chair, you're there? So just explain to us the circumstances around this letter.
Yes, the thing is...
First of all, maybe we just state for the record. I'll just state it. I'll help you out. It is a letter dated the 27th day of November 2018, addressed to the Attorney General, and is issued by the chairperson of the Commission. The subject is reference Honorarium of Assistant Secretary to the Commission. You may proceed.
Should I read it out? Or?
No, I just explain what the nature of...
Yes, the thing, I was with the commissioners on this fateful day, and they asked me how much I was given as honorarium by the ministry, and I told them it was like 15,000. And they said it was too small compared to what was paid to the former secretary. This was when the chairman promised that he will take it up with the ministry, with the AG, which he did.
What warranted, what caused the issue of a honorarium being paid to you instead of you being paid as the secretary would?
Well, I think...
You know, earlier on, we promised each other that we would stop saying I think, and we may, and we would speak in definite. And I believe you should take...
I don't know, sir. I don't know.
Perfect. Just to state that if you don't know, you can just say like you did, but
okay.
It helps your case very much if you elaborate as much as possible and explain as much as possible. But I will leave that to you.
The reason why I said I don't know is because I was not part of the discussion when it was, being discussed between the authorities that this is what we should be paid to X, Y, Z. So really, I cannot tell. I was not, honestly, I was not part of that.
But let's look at it practically, Ms. Sarr. Who are the authorities? Who really are the authorities? You have a Solicitor General.
Yes.
And who is deputized? Who is deputized by yourself?
Yes.
Right. And you just mentioned here that you are the one who takes care of everything financial. Correct?
Yes.
So you, out of all people, know very well how much the first secretary was paid.
Yes, this first secretary, my predecessor, was paid 100,000 a month.
Yes.
It is clearly spelled out here.
Great.
100,000.
And you would have been able to see it every single month in, month out.
Oh yes.
Right?
Yes.
Of course, because you are his deputy, he should be the only secretary who is paid more than yourself, right? Correct? And you paid him every single month, so you should know that.
Yes.
Yes, so when you say it was left to the authorities, I don't understand what you mean.
I thought what you meant was like who decided the payment, like how much was supposed to be paid to the secretary and the rest of the secretariat.
It is clear that the secretary was being paid 100,000.
100,000, yes.
You assumed position, assumably, as the secretary. You are free to disagree.
The assistant secretary to the commission.
So there was no secretary.
Well, I was the assistant secretary to the commission.
So were you assisting anybody at the time?
Yes, the commissioners, the chairman, the commissioners, and the rest of the members of the commission.
Yes, but the chairman is the chairman or chairperson of the commission.
I was the secretary by name, but in practical sense, I was referred to as the assistant secretary to the commission.
Okay. So your stipend, how was it determined? Did you continue with the stipend that you had when Mr. Kurang was still there?
Yes, as deputy. Yes, the 15.
That's what you continued with?
Yes.
Until this query was made?
Yes.
And then what did it move up to?
It was not at all. It was not.
It was not moved?
No, at all. It was the same 15,000 that I was receiving until...
Until you reported?
Yes.
Okay. So, because you were between two places, and at some point you were the deputy, but at some point you became the substantive holder of the post of secretary. Did it ever affect the independence of the commission, you playing a dual role?
Not at all.
Was there
the commission how?
Were all decisions of the commission
we are taking in my absence?
Sorry?
We are taking in my absence.
No. The ones once you assumed, were all decisions of the commission born from the commission itself or from another institution? MOJ.
Decisions of the commission?
Yes. Whether administrative, whether financial, whether in the day-to-day work of the commission, whether in correspondence, record keeping, whatever it may be. Were there any influences from MOJ?
No.
Okay. Let me put to you a proposition. The proposition is, and I would like you to just listen carefully. There was a substantive holder as secretary.
Yes.
Once upon a time. That person has never worked in the public service, right?
Yes.
So of course that person would not have the cultures, the public service culture that we usually exemplify. They would have a stricto sensu private practice or private sector knowledge and modus operandi. My question is, that person was taken out and someone was brought in to fulfill his duties. That person happens to be the Deputy Permanent Secretary of the ministry that is to interface with the Commission on behalf of the government. Do you see an anomaly? Of course, you happen to be that Deputy Permanent Secretary, but would you see the anomaly if you were a third party?
To me, it was just an administrative decision, and I only carried out my duty. And I made it clear in my statement, the statement that I submitted to the assembly here, that I was the next most senior officer to take up the...
Say that again? You were?
I was the next most senior officer available at that time to take it up.
Available where?
To replace, at the Ministry of Justice, to replace Mr.
But that's my point. Decisions were made from the Ministry of Justice.
Yeah.
Not from the Commission or not from Cabinet. Do you get my drift?
But that decision, that particular decision...
was not made in Cabinet. It was made in MOJ, at MOJ.
Yes.
Was it made in Cabinet or Office of the President?
As per the meeting that I had with the then Attorney General.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Yes. That decision, that particular decision was made at the level, at the Ministry of Justice. So I don't know where it was coming from. Only God knows, but that, I must confess that I had that discussion with the then Attorney General and Minister of Justice.
Yeah, but you see, Ms. Sarr, in instances like this, is when it should not only be God who knows. You understand? Gambians want to know, this committee wants to know what occurred then, who this appointment came from. We cannot, a statement such as only God knows should not come out.
I said it. Yes. I said it already, that I had a meeting with the then Attorney General and Minister of Justice on this particular issue. I said it early this morning. I said it earlier.
That's fine.
Yes.
My question is whether it was a decision born from the ministry or born elsewhere. I need us to be clear on that. What was your understanding? Was it something that the ministry decided on its own, or was it something that came from a higher office?
It was from the then Minister of Justice.
So to the best of your understanding,
yes,
it was an MOJ decision?
Yes.
All right. And there were other staff seconded from other ministries as well?
It was only the transcribers from the judiciary. The rest of the secretariat were from the Ministry of Justice. Yes.
Do you know what arrangement they were working for the commission under? Was it a secondment arrangement, or were they substantive appointments?
It was a redeployment from MOJ, from the judiciary, from the police. There were also some investigators from the police.
So again, do you know under what arrangement
I don't
the
know.
appointments were?
Because the decision was made well before I joined the commission.
Ms. Sarr, you keep saying this, you keep trying to deflect away from responsibility. We established already that you were deputy secretary from the inception of the commission.
Yes.
So you joined the commission from the inception. Let's get that straight. Let's not have a tussle over that. You were in the commission when it was established as an assistant to Alhaji Mahmoudi Kura. Isn't that right?
And based at the ministry. Look at my statement. Can I
But do not take us back to when you joined the commission, because as a matter of fact, you were part and parcel of the commission.
What I mean is, when I finally moved to the commission.
When you finally started doing work for the commission, actual work for the commission. Listen to me before you say yes. Do you mean when you finally moved to the commission and started doing actual work, actual commission-related work? Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Okay. So what happened at that time? That the decisions were made before you?
Yes. And all of these appointments were made well before I came in. That's what I mean.
Yes, but you were the ones paying. You were the one paying the.
Yes, the ministry. Yes, processing everything.
Yes, and from your testimony here, it seems like everything was stringed from the ministry. But the ministry makes the decisions.
Yes.
Administrative decisions.
Decisions.
Correct. The Ministry of Justice made most of the administrative decisions with regards to the commission, correct?
Most of them.
Yes. Yes. Staffing and etc.
Yes.
And you being the DPS would be the one to engage in the payment of staff, correct?
Yes, yes.
So you would ordinarily know
But I mean the discussions that were held on their appointments. I was not part of those discussions.
My question was never about the discussion.
Oh, okay.
My question was about what arrangements were made and with other institutions. How were staff brought on to the commission? That would be definitely within your knowledge as a witness. And I would not take any answer to say that you don't know. We will be stuck on this point for the rest of the day, Ms. Sarr, if I don't get an answer.
Counsel, on a serious note, I don't think I'm the right person to answer this question. Because the thing is, I was not part and parcel of the selection process.
Who did the selection process?
The AG and the SG.
So you want me to believe that, or rather you want this committee to believe that the AG and the SG. And who was the AG at the time?
I said it.
Please say it again.
Mr. Kambedu.
Yes.
Yes.
You be ready to repeat that name as much as possible. Who was the SG at the time? Let's be clear.
Mr. Chanomarena.
Okay. You want the committee to believe that the Honorable Minister, Mr. Tambado, and his Solicitor General decided on staffing on their own without consulting.
Yes.
Let me finish my question. Without consulting the administrative and financial guru, which is yourself. That's what you want us to believe?
Yes.
Okay. We take that from you.
I was not part of the selection process.
That's fine. But you were part of the operation.
Yes.
And you saw what designations were brought in, correct?
Yes.
Against everybody that you paid, there was a designation.
Designation, yes.
And against everybody that you paid, there would be a parent institution they would be coming from. That would be reflected in the IFMS system, of course.
Yeah.
Right? So you were definitely part and parcel of the management of personnel. You are Deputy Permanent Secretary.
I was, but I was not part of the meeting.
Now, I'm putting meetings out of the door,
Okay.
Ms. Sarr.
Okay.
I want you to give us facts. Whether you perceive that fact from a meeting, or whether you have perceived that fact from a conversation with your superiors driving through the corridor, or however you receive that fact must come out to this committee. What I have asked is what arrangement were staff brought on to the commission, and what arrangements were there? You would definitely know that from managing that IFMS system.
Yes, the police were part of it.
I'm not asking who was part of it, but how they were part of it. Was it through secondment? Were they appointed?
I want to believe that they were all moved to the commission, like how I was deployed to the commission.
And can you explain how
Because
you were
until
deployed?
today, I cannot show you a copy of the letter that was issued to each one of them, appointing them as members.
So you're confirming that not one person in the secretariat, except for the secretary, the first secretary, has an appointment letter?
Yes.
Okay.
I've gone through all the files, but I cannot find anything pertaining to their appointment letters. No.
Okay. I'm sure you would return for testimony, and when you return, I'll put to you some of their letters. I don't want to derail us by having to fish it out, but they were indeed letters.
Okay, then that's fine.
However,
this is why I said it, that I don't even know how they were recruited into the...
you're not going to run away from responsibility. You will take your own part of the responsibility.
I swear.
You were deputy secretary from inception, albeit you allowed your name to be used as a figurehead, to be paid while you sat at the Ministry of Justice and people did work at Jemba Hotel. Right? That was a lapse on your end. But that, I will not take that as a justification for you saying that you were not there. For all intents and purposes, you were there. Your name was there. You received a stipend from the taxpayers' dollar.
15,000.
Yes. That 15,000 is a lot to the taxpayer. But let's move on. So while you were secretary, and I know I've asked this in many ways, but I need to get clarity. Did you ever feel that you were answerable primarily to the chairperson?
Yes.
There was no point where you felt there was a higher power than the chairperson? For instance, the minister.
That's true.
What is true? You're using my words a lot during your testimony. I want to hear your own words. What is true?
You're right, because most of the decisions that we are taking were forwarded to the ministry for consideration and approval.
And in fact, a lot of suggestions came from the ministry.
Even the needs of the commission were taken to the ministry.
Even the what?
The needs.
The needs,
for instance,
yes.
when we need stationary equipment or furniture or whatever.
Administrative needs.
Yes.
Yes. But what about the working needs? For example, if sale was being made and the government wanted to put a halt on sales, would that communication come from the Ministry of Justice?
Sales?
Yes. Or for example, if the government wanted a piece of property and the commission decided to sell it, how would that play out? If the Minister of Justice says, we are not selling plot B, and the chairperson has ordered that plot B should be sold, how would that work out? As secretary, what was your experience?
Well, the decision of the chairman should stand as chairman of the commission.
You know, we promised each other about should, may, and whatnot. What was prevailing? I don't want to be preached to. We all know what ought to have been done. We all know what could have been done, what options were there. What this committee is saddled with is what happened. That's all I want to hear. Not what could have happened, but what happened. So, I repeat the question. You want me
Please,
to?
yes,
Okay.
you may proceed.
So the question was that if there was a decision by the chairperson to do something, and a parallel decision to the contrary by the minister or the government was made, whose wish would prevail?
The minister.
The minister.
The minister.
And why was that?
Because the ministry was kind of seen as the overall, the one managing the commission.
The one managing the commission.
The commission.
And that was your understanding of it
Yes.
as well, as secretary.
Yes.
Was this said to you in a meeting, in a briefing session?
That's my
understanding.
That's my perception.
That's your perception?
Yes.
That the ministry is to basically micromanage the commission. Maybe you don't like the word micromanage. Should I change a different word? The ministry should manage the commission.
But there was a chairperson.
Mr. Let's not frustrate each other in this
Honestly,
session.
I am not. I am not.
You just
I
mentioned.
can only tell you what
you just
I know.
mentioned. Yes, and what you have said is that the MOJ's decisions prevailed over the Commission's decisions. Correct? And you said MOJ was seen as an overseer to the Commission. Right? Now, I want to withdraw that word overseer and say, would you say that the MOJ was managing the Commission?
I cannot say that it was the commission, the MOJ was managing the commission. All I can say is, like, most of the decisions or most of our requests from the commission were forwarded to the ministry.
These are simply not administrative decisions, but also decisions as to the trajectory of the commission, correct?
Yes.
Do you understand that question? I want your answer to be something that you understand.
Yes.
So I would then be right in saying that the commission was micromanaged by MOJ.
I don't like the word micromanage.
I like it very much. I like it so much. Does that word describe what was happening at the time? It's a negative word, yes, but we are not here for pleasantries, are we? So would you say that they were micromanaged?
Let's change the word micromanage to something
What
else.
word would you put that is akin to micromanage? Would you say that the decisions of the commission were subject to MOJ's approval?
You don't like me using the word some, but
Sorry?
some.
I didn't say some, I said subject.
Some.
I said the decision, some.
Some.
That's
Yes.
your answer.
Yes.
Some decisions were, what kind of decisions?
Like the appointment of the secretarial staff and the others.
They had to seek approval from?
Yes, MOJ.
Okay.
I'm sure it was single-handedly done by the ministry.
It was done by the ministry.
Yes.
But, Ms. Sarr, you want me to believe that it was single-handedly done by the ministry and you had no part to play as Deputy Permanent Secretary at the time?
Honestly speaking, I did not participate in that process. The appointment process of the secretariat staff.
Yes.
No, I was not.
So your testimony and your answer remains that it is the Honorable Minister, Mr. Abubakar Tambadu, and the Solicitor General.
That's what I want to believe.
That's what you want to believe?
Yes, I was not part
of it. Is that what happened?
So what can I tell? That this is how it was done. This is how the selection process was done.
Can we look at the hierarchy of personnel at MOJ? You have the minister, of course, right?
Yes.
He's the most senior person.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, you have
the SG.
SG. After SG, you have
the DPS admin.
And that was you.
Responsible for admin. And
that was you, right?
Yes.
You were third in command.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a sigh there from you. Can you explain that sigh? You know what a sigh is?
You don't want to believe what I'm telling you.
Because you're not telling me everything. If you tell me everything, it will be easy to believe and I can move on.
I cannot tell you what I don't know.
Fine.
Yes.
Now, tell me, you were DPS at the time.
I was.
You were third in command.
Yes.
Were you aware that this commission was being set up?
I know.
You were aware before it was set up.
Mm-hmm.
And you were aware that there would be an organogram for the commission.
Mm-hmm.
Did you help the MOJ in developing an organogram?
I did in July 2018 when I was going to replace Mr. Kuran.
So you only did the organogram?
Something that I created, like I stated in my statement.
Okay.
Something that I created based on my understanding as how the commission was created.
Fantastic. Let's go to that organogram. Be honorable members 82. RS 81.
I've seen 8, 9. This is 28. 34. Oh, it's 2.
You're there?
Yes.
So, this is the organogram that you're referring to?
Yes.
This is for the commission?
Which I submitted.
Which you submitted?
Yes.
Great. We will get back to that. Just leave your page on that organogram. But for now, I want to focus on the organogram at MOJ.
Yes.
You have AG, Attorney General, number 1. Number 2, SG, Solicitor General.
Yes.
Number 3, is DPS.
Admin.
Admin. Is there another DPS?
There is this position, the Deputy Solicitor General position, but it is yet to be filled.
Is it a new position? At that time, was it a position when you were DPS?
It was there.
It was okay.
Yes.
And it was not filled.
Mrs. Graham was acting on that position as curator and acting on that position.
Okay.
The curator then.
All right. Okay, so then after that, then you will have the different directorates.
Yes.
Right? So you are more senior than all the directors.
Yes.
You are the third in command.
I understand.
And you are DPS for administrative matters.
Yes.
Right? What do administrative matters include? Personnel, correct?
Yes.
Finances, logistics, etc. Right? Now, you want me to believe that, or rather, you want the committee to believe that in the setting up of the commission, are you okay? I know you had some health issues.
Yeah.
Are you okay to sit?
Yeah.
If at any moment
fine,
you feel
I'm fine.
you can call our attention to it, okay.
Okay.
So, the fact that you were third in command, and in fact you were the principal officer responsible for administrative issues, right?
That's
because you are the advisor to the Solicitor General
on
administrative issues. And personnel is key amongst administrative issues. So you want this committee to believe that during the time the commission was being set up, you had no role to play.
Yes.
You did not approve or suggest any personnel.
No.
You did not.
No.
You also did not partake in appointing any of the personnel.
No.
Am I frustrating you? Or? I'm sorry. These things we have to fish out.
I understand, but I'm telling you the truth.
That's fine.
That's who I
We
am.
don't understand. We are trying to
Cannot
understand.
tell a lie.
I did not suggest that. Now, as DPS, was that normal for you not to be consulted?
It was not, but unfortunately, they did not.
Okay, so we have yet another anomaly at the time.
Yes.
Okay. So they did not do that.
No.
But once the commission was set up, you had everybody's portfolio before you.
Yes.
Because,
yes,
again, you had to do the very pleasant job of paying everybody. I'm sure that everybody loved you. Huh? I'm sure everybody loves you. Huh? But you had to pay every personnel
Yes.
in the commission.
Yeah.
And by doing that, you will have to log on to an IFMS system. Now, please tell us what is in the IFMS system. And by telling us, by the way, you will be moving on to the high table. The high table is full of very experienced administrators, so who understand the IFMS system better than council does. So please, it will be in your best interest to guide council and the committee to the best of your ability. What do you see in the IFMS system once you open? And now you have to pay 1 lam in MDBA. What details do you see?
Like I said, this morning, the payment process involves the accounts clerk, head of accounts, and myself. The accounts clerk will create it in the system. That's not my role. She will. And then after pass it to the head of accounts. And then head of accounts will approve and then send to me. And then I will approve.
So let me get something right. Would you, listed as part of the information under the IFMS system, would the name of the person be there?
Yes, will be there.
Their position will be there?
Yes, when I'm approving it, I will see the name of the
You see the name?
Yes.
You see their grade as well?
Yeah.
You will see...
The grade points.
Yes.
That's for the, accounts clerk.
That's for the accounts clerk to do.
Not me.
So let's stick to yours. What are you doing, you?
Once everything is created in the system.
And who creates it?
The accounts clerk.
The accounts clerk creates it. Okay.
Yes, and then.
Well, what do you mean by everything? Let's break everything
to the window
down.
Of the.
Let's. What is everything? You said once everything is created.
Yes.
You've mentioned the accounts clerk is creating that everything.
She will create their names.
Yes, but what is it?
Their names in the system.
Yes.
Yes, and then forward it to her immediate supervisor, the head of accounts. Now, head of accounts will open and approve, and then it will come to my window. for me to do the final, this thing now, to authorize the payment, I will approve. And they will see it once they open their windows. And then they will print the vouchers for my signature.
Okay. So again, that inputting of everything is what I want to stress on. What information is there? You have the name?
Yes.
The points?
Yes.
You have the person's designation?
Designation, yes.
Their institution as well?
Institutions, yes.
Right, so...
The ministries or institutions they are coming
so
from.
then it is... Yes, go on.
They grade points.
So it is clear that you, as DPS, would know where everybody came from?
Yes.
Correct? So you would know what level, what grade one person is on, and what other grade the other person is on, correct? All right, so my question again comes in. What were the arrangements with those different institutions that they came from? How were they appointed to the commission? You cannot tell me you do not know about this because, one, you are DPS to MOJ. Two, you were the one dealing with financials with regards to the commission. So you definitely can be able to answer my question. Please, offer us guidance.
They were redeployed. They were deployed from their respective institutions to the commission.
So can you explain deployment? Is it one of the mechanisms in civil service?
Yes.
So explain it, please.
It's like
take us through as if
it's like posting. Yes.
What is posting?
Writing a letter, posting someone from this institution, like how PMO is doing it. They posted me to the Minister of Justice. That's posting.
Is that posting? I'm asking a question. I genuinely don't know. Is that posting?
I was posted to the Minister of Justice.
Okay. So what is the difference between posting and redeployment?
Redeployment can be used. Okay, in our case, I was deployed to the commission as the assistant secretary to the commission.
Can't I say you are posted to the commission?
It's the same.
So it's the same thing. There's no difference.
I can even use movement, staff movement.
I know we can use so many words. But what are the words that are used according to the civil service rules? Ms. Sarr, you are an administrator of many, many years.
Yes.
Over 25 years.
Like when I was going to LRR, I was appointed and redeployed to LRR as governor.
So explain the appointment. We can understand.
Yes.
Or rather, let me speak for myself because it seems like I'm the layperson here. I can understand appointment.
Yes.
What is redeployment?
It's like moving a staff member from one institution or department to another.
And is there a criteria before one can be redeployed?
Like in my case, I was from the Minister of Justice to the Commission. So I want to believe that the staff of the Secretariat were also redeployed from their respective institutions to the Commission.
Okay. It seems like we're not getting clarity on this issue. I will move on for now, but I'll surely bring you back to it. So on routine matters, who gave you the bulk of your orders, your instructions?
When I was at the commission.
Yes.
The chairman.
And you did not receive many instructions from the SG or the AG?
Instructions from the SG.
Yes, or AG.
From the AG. This is a while ago. I mean, if you can help me with something that I can refresh my memory with, please, I will appreciate it.
You want me to help you refresh your memory?
Yes.
As you said, it's a long time ago, and for me, in fact, I was not there.
This is it.
So I cannot help you. I can definitely not help you.
This is it. This was since 2018.
I cannot remember something I wasn't part of. It is you I need the information from. A simple question. I want to know who the bulk of your instructions were coming from.
The chairman.
And that is unequivocal.
I said it,
that
yes,
was clear,
the
right?
chairman,
So were you
yes.
getting any instructions from MOJ?
There were instances when, if perhaps, for instance, if the SG wants to write to the chairperson most of the time, he will address it. He used to address it to the secretary for onward transmission to the chairman.
Okay.
Some were directly addressed to the chairman, but some others. I've seen about 1 or 2 letters that were addressed to the secretary. Yes, to the secretary.
To act.
Assistant secretary, to the commission.
To act upon.
For onward transmission to the chairman.
So for all intents and purposes, the chairperson was the one giving you your instructions.
Yes.
And there is never a point where you're given an instruction by the chairperson and you have a contrary instruction from MOJ.
No.
Never a point, right?
No. I cannot recall.
Let's move on. It's fine. So you did mention that MOJ controlled the staffing of the commission.
Yes.
Would you say that the ministry...
Of the secretariat.
Of the secretariat, yes. Would you say that the ministry was steering or influencing the work of the commission?
No.
Sorry?
No.
You don't remember?
No. I just can't remember anything like that.
You can't remember anything that insinuated that the MOJ was influencing the commission? Let me ask a question. How did your appointment arise? Are you aware of the facts underpinning your appointment?
I said it here this morning.
Please say it again.
It was
I have a very short memory.
The AG invited me to a meeting in his office.
No. Before that, what warranted you replacing your predecessor?
That's what I was trying to explain.
Okay.
Yes, he invited me for a meeting saying that the former secretary's, appointment with the commission had been terminated. So he's going to recommend me to take up the appointment.
Did he tell you why?
He said I was the most senior officer available at the time.
Did he tell you why the former secretary's position was
Honestly, no.
terminated?
Honestly, no, and I didn't ask.
You didn't also ask anybody once you got to the commission?
No. Until when I saw this, the memo from my predecessor to the chairman.
What was the memo saying? Which memo? There are two memos.
Yes, this one is dated the 27th of June 2018.
Hold on.
It's on the tractor sales by auction.
What mark is on it?
This is mine. This is my own personal copy.
Okay. What's the heading of it?
Tractor sales by auction. Dated 27th June 2018.
Who was it addressed to? The chairperson?
Yes.
#27th of June.
27th of June 2018.
But, hold on. Secretariat, if I could take a peep at the document she's referring to. If I could look at the document. So can you take us through that? Honorable members, I will give you the reference shortly.
But do you have a copy of this?
Yes, we do. We definitely have a copy. We just need to make reference to it.
So do you want me to read it out for you?
Don't read it out verbatim. Just it should be RS 67, but just explain the nature of the document.
This was like a petition letter from my predecessor, the former secretary to the chairperson of the commission, on the sales of the tractors that we are auctioning.
Yes, the reason we're here is because you mentioned that when you read this, you understood perhaps why he was dismissed. Take us through.
Remember, you asked me this morning whether I saw a copy of his termination letter, and I said yes. That I saw a copy of a letter from the office of the president terminating his appointment with the commission. I made mention of that.
Please continue.
Like I said, this is like a petition from the former, my predecessor to the chairperson of the commission. He was like saying that, frankly speaking, this is not what he dreamt of for the commission. That he thought the commission is going after resources Janneh's misallocated and misappropriated. However, the discussions on the last few days involving Madam Council and the commissioners is a potent threat, in his opinion, to the mandate of the Janneh Commission. And he went on to state that the lead counsel has not made secret of the fact that she wants the tractors to fall in political hands. The tractors, he went on, in the 4 years, he said, in the 4 years are not almost entirely sold, and it will soon become politically explosive if it becomes obvious that the commission sold vehicles in the 4 years, and opposition stronghold and not dragging its feet in the rest of the country. In every sense, he stated, of the word, it sounds unfair.
So how did this letter, this memo rather, give you the understanding of the sacking of the former secretary?
I saw a copy of his termination letter from the office of the president.
Yes.
A copy was in the files.
Yes.
Yes. And I even attached a copy of that letter to the list of the documents that I submitted to the commission.
Yes, we received it.
Assembly.
We
yes.
received it. But you also stated that when I asked the question, what was the rationale for the dismissal of your predecessor, you mentioned you don't know.
Yeah.
I asked whether in that meeting with the minister informed you of these reasons.
Which meeting? No.
And you maintained that
he did not at
you
all.
maintained that
Yes.
that was not the case.
And
he simply told you that he is recommending you. But I also asked whether when you got to the commission, whether you asked anyone around you, and you said no, but you were guided by record, and that's what brought us to this memo.
Yes.
That you were guided by record to understand the circumstances around his dismissal. So my question now is, how were you guided by this? What did you understand from this record?
This is what I just said, that it's more or less like a petition letter to the chairman, to the chairperson.
Do you understand
of
the
commission.
question?
Yes.
Do you understand where we are?
That's not what I meant. I said I saw a copy of this in the records. This is what I said.
Yes,
together with a
that's
copy
indeed
of
what you
his
said.
termination letter from the office of the president. This is what I said.
So what brings us to this letter here?
I said I saw a copy of his termination letter in the files,
Yes.
together with this. This is what I said.
Mr. I don't want to go back to our record, but there were three questions in succession. The first question was whether you knew about the circumstances surrounding the dismissal of Mr. Alhaji Mamadi Kura. You said no. I accepted that. The second question was that in your meeting with the minister, did those circumstances arise? Did the minister tell you why Mr. Kurang was sacked and you brought in? You said no. All he told you was that he's recommending you because you're the most senior, correct?
Is it? Yes.
My third question was that when it came to, when you began working at the commission, did you ask anybody? You said no, you didn't ask anybody, but you were guided by record. And mind you, you did not mention the termination letter for this instance. You mentioned this other letter that we struggled to find in our own records, and we eventually identified it as RS-67 as part of your submissions, correct? Now, I am asking you again, what in RS-67, that letter that you just gave us, informs you anything about the dismissal?
What I said was, the letter looks like a petition letter.
Okay.
And I just read it out to you.
I don't want you to read it out for us. I want you to decipher what your understanding of the letter was.
It was a petition on the sales, about the sales of the tractors that we have conducted during his time. Yes.
And how? What was the relation with the sales of tractors to his dismissal?
Well, I don't know. I only saw this together with his termination letter in the files.
Mr.
And
again, you're under oath.
yes.
And you should give as full and frank information
honestly, I'm trying
as
my
you can.
best, honestly.
All right. You mentioned that you were informed by this letter. Now, let me make inferences from this letter. The memo, rather. The memo goes on to describe what the former secretary says that is conflict of interest between himself and lead counsel. Correct? Correct?
Yes.
Were you aware of that? Or are you just becoming aware of that today?
There's an other copy. There's an other copy.
Answer the question, please.
Please come again.
Were you aware of that?
That?
The facts stated in this letter, upon assuming office fully?
Yes.
You were aware of it?
That's where I got to know that, yes. Indeed, there was
So we're coming back to the
file.
same thing.
Yes.
That you got to know the circumstances around the dismissal of the secretary through reading RS 67, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
Yes.
Okay, I think we will go much faster if we are much more straightforward. All right, let me put another proposition to you that lead counsel made clear that she wanted tractors. Was that the case?
Oh, okay.
Or you're just finding out?
Yes.
Today?
Yes.
Okay. You also just found out about this memo today?
Like I said, there are 2 copies. There's one that I attached to the documents that I submitted to the assembly. Okay. I'm not sure. No, that one is different from this one. I have a copy of that too.
So, but this one, you don't have a copy?
This is my own copy.
Yes.
I came with it.
And we're grateful for you bringing your copy. We're grateful for you also pointing out this memo. Mm-hmm. And mind you, you pointed this memo out because initially you wanted to discuss how you came to know about Mr. Kurang's dismissal or the circumstances surrounding his dismissal. It seems like something has changed your mind in the interim, but I'll not speculate. But now you want to deflect away from this memo. Yes, I'm aware that there are 2. In fact, there are 3. I would even say 4 if you add lead counsel's one. And they were all submitted by you. Would you be surprised to know that? Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised to know that.
I cannot read everything now because.
Yes, but you told us, this committee, and if you wish, we could play your answer again, that you went into the records. I did not ask you a question whether you went into the records, did I? You told us willingly that you went into the records and informed yourself of the circumstances surrounding Mr. Kurang's dismissal. That's how you got to understand that this is why he was dismissed. Correct?
No.
No. Okay. So now you want to change your position. Ms. Sarr, do you want to change your position from your early answer?
No, not at all.
You don't want to change your position?
Not at all.
So what is your position? Is your position, does it remain that RS 67 is how you informed yourself of issues surrounding the dismissal of Mr. Kurang? It's not a contentious issue. I don't know why we are stuck in it. You can't give me 2 answers.
I really don't know. I said I saw a copy of my predecessor's, Mr. Kurang's termination letter from the office of the president, a copy together with this one.
What was the date of Mr. Kurang's termination letter?
It was July 10th. There's a copy here, let me check.
And what's the date of this memo?
Can you please give me a minute to confirm?
It is July 10th, you're right.
Oh, okay.
What is the date of this memo?
June 27th. June 27th, 2018.
And where did you say you found a copy of these documents?
At the secretariat.
Once you assumed office?
Yes, yes.
And what were you trying to ascertain?
Who, me?
Yes.
I was taking over from him. Obviously, I should know what is here and what is not.
So you read the memo?
Yes.
You read the memo?
Yes.
So once after reading the memo, Ms. Sarr,
yes.
Did you understand why he was sacked?
No.
You didn't understand it? When did you come to understand why he was sacked?
When I saw the letter from the office of the president terminating his appointment.
And what was the reason given?
Well, there was no reason given. to his dismissal.
So when did you come into the know?
The letter I read only informed him of his termination and thanked him for the services he rendered to the commission during his tenure.
73.
No, these are mine.
Secretary, if you could show her 73.
This is 72, 73. Yes, this is what, as per the first paragraph, it says, blah, 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 that has decided to relieve you of your appointment as secretary to the Commission of Inquiry with immediate effect. You are required
reading to us. If you are reading to us, then you need to speak to the mic. But if you need a minute to peruse, the committee can afford you a minute.
I am directed to inform you that His Excellency, Mr. Adama Barrow, the President of the Republic of the Gambia, acting under Section 6 of the Commissions of Inquiry Act Capt 3001, Volume 5 of the Laws of the Gambia 2009, has decided to relieve you of your appointment as Secretary to the Commission of Inquiry into the financial activities of public bodies, enterprises and offices as regards their dealings with former President Yahya Ejiji Jammeh with immediate effect. You are required to hand over all materials, including keys to storage and other facilities, documents, and electronic devices containing information regarding the activities of the said commission, and to submit a comprehensive handing over note to the commission of the chairman of the commission. On behalf of His Excellency, we wish to thank you for your service and wish you good luck in your future endeavors. The reason is not stated.
Great. So when did you become aware of the reasons, you, Ms. Sarr?
The reasons for his dismissal. Do I still know? No.
You don't know till this day? Okay.
No.
Is that the answer you want to give to the committee?
Yes, yes.
That's what you maintain?
Yes.
Great. Let's proceed. Honorable Chair, I would suggest that we go for another 10-15 minutes and then we adjourn. The witness will be coming back, although the witness will there will be a gap before she comes back due to some personal reasons of hers. If the chair is amenable to that, we can take a break from after 10 minutes today, and then I will proceed on another day.
That means you want us to go for another 10 minutes and then we adjourn.
Please.
No, very well, you can go.
Can I?
Sorry? Oh, hold on. We are going for, do you need to? Okay, so do you want, perhaps, Ms. Sarr, just take a seat 1 second. Perhaps, Honorable Chair, I would say that we can adjourn at this point. There's no point taking a break at this point. We can adjourn at this point. It's convenient. I can move on to other points after.
Very well. Chair? Yeah, come, adjourn. Okay. So, meeting is adjourned until tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Yes, please. I should have done it since at the beginning, but please. Am I coming back here tomorrow?
So do you want it on record or off record?
Off record. Am I coming back here tomorrow?